Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say, my beautiful people. I am going to do just a little quick get ready with me. I've already done my hair, and if you guys would like, I can show you the tutorial on how I did this. It's super simple, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Really, I have received all of my new brow products, most of which are from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have never tried any of them before. So I wanted to kind of do a on-camera quick review, get ready with me. So we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen in the color Soft Brown. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is the name of this? Dipbrow Gel in Soft Brown. And then we also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil in the shade Base 1, which when I was talking about in one of my last couple videos, if you struggle to get your eyebrows even and you go ahead and you draw this like dot in the middle with a pencil such as this, or even with a concealer and a brush, and you trace directly underneath, you're going to create a much more even set of brows. So we're going to go ahead and try that today. I have actually never tried it. Chandel Clifford, whoops, we're dropping products. Chandel Clifford is where I got this tip from. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have zero counter space, so I've had to put up, go ahead and show you guys. I have had to put up one of these things that go above like the toilet just to even have shelf space, because I only have a sink and that is it. So bear with me, we will figure out a better filming routine. Anyway, I'm just I have not prepped or primed my skin, so I'm going to go in with the Midnight Facial Bronzer from Palm Beach Tan. I did try to do a little bit of research for you guys when I was mentioning the Palm Beach Tan products. Unless you're looking at like Mercier or one of those like online consignment shops, you really cannot find the Palm Beach Tan collection or products online. I think that is because the purpose is that you have to go into their store and purchase their products, so I apologize for that. I did not know that. Otherwise I wouldn't have been like talking up the product so much, because I know that not everybody, that's not an option for everybody right now. So I apologize. I'm going with a Q-tip because I got a little build up from last night. All right, so I really do love that formula though, just because it is so thin and lightweight, and in the warmer weather months I need that because my skin is a combination, so it can get pretty oily fast. I'm just going in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla Light 2. Just very sparingly. I don't like to do the super bright under eye in the summertime. And then we'll just go over the problem areas. I even break out on my neck, you guys. Like, it's all hormonal, and it definitely runs in my dad's side of the family. Most of the women on that side of the family have struggled with acne for as long as I can remember, so yeah, I try to be very careful. Then we're gonna just go in with our damp beauty blender and blend those spots out. I was super into the Tarte Shape Tape for a good couple of years, and I do still love it. But when I purchased this, I noticed a significant difference in the Tarte Shape Tape dries down much more matte, and the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer is a much more natural finish. So it looks like your skin tone. It is not so, like once it dries down, it's there. It's full coverage, and the Nars, I would say the Nars is a little less full coverage, but it's still up there. But I really like this. If you're looking for a natural finish look, Nars is the way to go. A more affordable option would be the LA Girl Pro Creamy Concealers. They don't come in like a tube with a wand. They come in like a a tube that squirts out, and you can put it onto like a palette or even just onto the back of your hand and then take a beauty blender and blend out from there. But I know plenty of freelance makeup artists that use that LA Girl concealer. They have a wide range of colors. They are extremely affordable and the coverage is beautiful. Yes, so actually while I'm out today running errands, I was thinking about going out and picking some up. So I will go ahead and grab some what I think are really good drugstore dupes for what I use on a daily basis, because sometimes I just get a little, I don't know. I set a certain amount of money aside per like every couple of weeks. That is what I allow myself to spend on my makeup replenishments and hair replenishment like stuff. Makeup and hair care. And it seems to be effective for the most part, but then I just get so excited and I'm like, you know what, I'll put more in savings next week or something like that. So, but when I do that, I get carried away with the higher end makeup, and I know that I need to be a little bit better about that. So, yeah. Okay, so that's just with the primer and the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now I'm going to go in with the JH03 flat foundation brush. I need to clean that. And the Chanel Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream, the Soleil Tan Bronze Universal. Any matte, actually, I would not call this a matte. I would call this a natural finish. So if you don't know the difference between them, a matte finish is going to look very velvety, smooth. However, the downfall with that is that it will bring out dry skin and lines and wrinkles. Okay, so in between that, next step up, a more natural finish. Anybody with texture, anybody with acne, this is going to be your sweet spot, because you can just set with loose powder your problem oily areas and allow the rest of your face to just have that natural finish. Now, if you're somebody with super, super dry skin and you're like, I just cannot get enough moisturizing or hydration, you are going to want to do a dewy or radiant finish. I would steer clear of anything that has like a sparkle in it, but a natural finish is just going to give you that like natural, such as this, that natural dewy healthy glow. What your skin looks like when you just have put on a really good moisturizer, not a foundation. So yeah, just in case you did not know the difference between the two. But I would call this a natural finish cream bronzer. They have mattes, not Chanel, I just mean in general. There are matte cream foundations, there are natural finish cream foundations, and then there are dewy finish foundations, or bronzers for that matter. I know, trying to think, Nars maybe has a really good stick bronzers, Matchsticks. Fenty Beauty has a brand new, she's got the stick bronzers and contour sticks and all of that, but she's also come out with this new cream and a compact bronzer, which is supposed to be really beautiful for the summertime, and I would absolutely say it's a more affordable version of this. And it's going to be, there will be much more of a variety of shades for different skin tones. To be perfectly honest, I only got this because I saw Tati Westbrook raving about this, and at one point I literally took her word as the gospel. And not that she's not out, I mean, she's very smart. We have similar skin tones. I'm starting to get older, but I try to steer clear of like now only listening to one person, especially after all of that influencer drama in the last couple of years. I'm just like, you know what? Not even gonna be about it, sis. I'm just gonna do my makeup on my channel and be my small little person, and that is it. Alright, so Once that is in, like we put it into our face, on, once that is on, I am going to take we're going to get a better setup in here, you guys. I promise, I promise. I'm going to take my JH07 brush, or just like a teardrop shape brush. Any brush that is a fluffy synthetic will do. And then I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. It's all upside down and backwards for you. I'm going to tap this in there, tap off the excess. And then my really oily areas, especially in the summertime, is my T-zone. Forehead, nose, and chin. So those are the areas I'm going to focus in the most. And then I'll lightly dust any excess onto my cheeks and onto my eyes, and so that when we go in with our eyebrow products, and if we choose to do any eyeshadow, then it will not budge. And if you chose to bring your bronzer or any products down your neck, I would advise doing this as well. Especially if you're a person that tends to look down a lot through the day, because if I don't set the neck area, I'll notice that like my lines will start to, my makeup will start to crease on my neck, and it'll just be like a hot mess. So, all right, we are set, ready to go. Now, I'm going to take my bronzer brush, grabbing all of my brushes so that way we're ready, and just, yeah. All right. Probably should have done this beforehand. I'm going to take my Morphe M527 brush, and this is a natural hair brush. Natural hair brushes are typically this creamy color, and then your synthetic brushes are going to look like this, or even like a black. All right, and I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs Tastic Omega Bronzer, and I'm going to go in pretty profusely, tap off the excess, and we're just going to this bronzer brush is relatively new, like within the last month and a half. Ooh, there's a dry flake. So I'm trying to break it in. If you guys ever get dry flakes like that, I like to just take my tweezers very gently and just pick it off without touching the skin, but just grab the flake and pick it off. All right, we're gonna go in again. Go like this, and try to stay above where that contour, that natural contour line in your cheekbone is. And then just like this. Think about where the sun would naturally hit your face if you had been laying out all day. And I have a very, very tiny forehead, but, and I know that this is not recommended by most makeup artists, but I think that a tan forehead, no matter the size, looks better. If I were to just do my cheeks, I don't think it would look right. But if I could pull my forehead back a good like ½ inch, I would be happy. Anyway, bronzing the forehead, I feel that it's necessary on my face. It is not the same thing as contouring though. I typically do not contour unless I'm going to like a big event, or I'm like gonna go out and be dressed up in a formal situation. But contouring is not for me on a daily basis. And just to match the face and the body, we are doing this. And again, I really like this bronzer because it almost gives that natural like reddish sun-kissed look. I will find a dupe for you. I promise, I promise. All right, so now we're going to take one of my all-time favorite blushes, and this is 100% best dupe, hands down, for the Nars Orgasm. which is a radiant finish. It has a coral colored blush with a gold reflect. This is the Wet n Wild color icon in pearlescent pink. They did discontinue it for like a hot second, and then I think the world like had an uproar and they were like, oh hell no, you're not about to, you are not, bring it back. So they brought it back and like repackaged it. So it is available now. But we're gonna go in, whoops, we're gonna go in like this, tap off excess. I'm sure you guys saw the excess, which is good. And the thing about blushes is that it is the first thing to fade on your face. So do not feel afraid to go in heavy so that it will last throughout the day. A lot of people like to bring their blush back here and put it in with their bronzer or contour. Not for me. I'm definitely going for a more natural makeup look. I'll start here and then kind of fade it in and drag it upwards. And then I like to just kiss the nose with it because, again, if you were to be sitting out in the sun, that is where the sun would touch the most. And it obviously has that natural highlight in it, that gold reflect, which is so fine and so beautiful for a drugstore. Like, it's unbelievable how beautiful this blush is. All right, so we are done there. Before I get started on the brows, I am going to take my MAC Fix Plus and my Beauty Blender and just spray a good couple times. Dab out the excess, and we're just going to press the powders into the face. And it's going to make everything kind of mesh together and become one with your skin. If you're somebody that requires maximum oil control, I would potentially skip this step or do this step gently and then bring your translucent setting powder and maybe just a loose fluffy brush, or bring oil dabbing papers with you to touch up throughout the day. Alright, so the moment we've all been waiting for, the brows. Bear with me, guys, because I have never in my life used any of these products. So what I'm going to try and do is go about this the Chandel Clifford way. I'm kind of nervous, but you know what? Screw it. We're going to do it. First, now these are not all the products that she uses. I just grabbed something similar in a different brand to what she uses because I could not find all of the products. I'm going to first go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in the shade Soft Brown. And first we're just going to, and it's got a very pretty little petite brush. We are just going to first go through our brows. And luckily it does not like, holy crap, put product on it. I hate it when products just go onto your face and they're like, bam! Like, no, I did not want that much. No, thank you. This is the technique that Chandel Clifford uses. She first goes in with her gel. Kind of digging it so far. I think that the color is a good match for my hair color and my skin tone. And we still have other products to apply. So we're going to look a little crazy at first. Just a little bit. Alright, so that's looking a little bit dark. That's okay. That is okay. Alright, so to shape them up, I think what we're going to do is go in with our trusty Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 3.5. And we're going to just go underneath. We do have that other pen too to trace. I feel like these brows are going to turn out super dark. Oh my lord, that's okay. We've got translucent setting powder, guys. I think we'll be okay. I hope. I don't want to look like a crazy person. I'm just kidding. That doesn't mean that these products are not good. It just means that I need to learn how to use them. And at the same time, I am just not used to seeing my face like so, or not my face, but my brows so prominent. So that is also something I will have to get used to. Now typically, Chandel will go in with all of these products like, oh, she does her brows before she does any of her base makeup. And a lot of people do it that way because you just have more control over how your brows turn out. And if you screw up, you can clean them up and you're not worrying about having to screw up your base makeup. So we're doing it a little bit backwards, but what do you guys think of the brows so far? Are they like too much? I don't know. Don't be afraid to hurt my feelings. Now we're going to go in with the brow pen, Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen in the color Soft Brown. And this is a felt tip pen. I'll show you guys, like, that was pretty hard, but yeah, okay. And this is just to create natural strokes. We are going to be able to clean this up, you guys. It actually turned out really pretty. I just hope that my brows don't look too dark. Right. I feel like they look super dark, but that's okay because we're going to go in with the translucent setting powder right at the end. Okay, so now I'm going to try this little trick. Put a dot right in the middle. We are just going to clean these brows up. Okay, so I'm totally in love with this thing. Super buttery, super smooth. Oh my lord. Alright, so now we're going to take a flat synthetic brush. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush 20, which has a spoolie on the end, but it's just a flat synthetic brush. And we're going to take that and blend, and blend, and blend, and work it, and blend. I've actually never carved out my eyebrows before, like ever, because I try to go for like the natural, messy, kind of like just woke up and put some gel in my brows type of thing. So maybe it doesn't work for me, but we're gonna try. We're just gonna try it just for today. If I like it, then we'll do it more often. But I really like that pencil, that base one Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. It's super buttery and really easy to blend. They have it in 3 different shades that I can remember. But are we seeing how pretty that turned out? Actually, I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked, you guys. Ew. Alright, so I think in order to like tone down the brows, what we're gonna do is take the translucent powder just to the front of the brows. Are you guys seeing though? Like, is it just me or are they just too much? Alright, well, what we're gonna do is take same brush. We're not gonna pack it on like we normally do because I don't want them to look like gray. But natural brows typically are more faded in the front. And take a light dusting. Push that in right there in the front. And then just naturally, there we go. There we go. And not very much, just press, 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 and just naturally bring it through. And we'll go back through with the spoolie to get any excess off. But I think they look okay. I mean, I know they're not perfect. I know they're not even. I don't expect them to be. And if you're somebody that does expect your brows to be like that, sweetheart, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Don't ever do that. I don't think there's a single person in this world walking around with even brows. And that's okay. That is okay. You are beautiful either way. All right, so we're just gonna move on. Screw it, we're gonna move on. I think we did okay for our first time with these products. Or is it just me? All right, so now I'm gonna put all of these millions of products that it took just to put 2 caterpillars on my face. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to be a little bit more open on my channel because I have been very, like, I wouldn't say uptight or cold, but I've just been very, like, clammed up and, like, afraid of judgment. After watching Chandel, I'm like, you know what, girl, you are right. Who gives a damn? If you don't like me, don't watch my channel. I'm going in with the Nudie Patootie palette from Laura Lee, and I'm going to go in with the shade Streaking and Bare. Tap off excess. And this is, if I do choose to do eyeshadow on a daily basis, this is the kind of color that I do because my natural undertone is cool and pink seems to bring out my eyes and all of that. Same colors, Streaking and Bare, and that's just going to be my transition crease color back and forth. Very windshield wiper motions. Okay, now I'm gonna, first brush that I took, JH30. Now I'm going in with the JH33, which is more of a crease brush. This is natural, this is synthetic. We're going back into Streaking and Bare again, tapping off excess, and we're just dragging that underneath. Trying so hard not to make an ugly face. It's so easy to want to do it though. Or just look up. I'm just going back and forth between Streaking and Bare. That's all I'm doing. And eyeshadow is all about the blend. That's all that it is. You think you went in too heavy? Take a big fluffy brush and just blend until your wrist is sore and keep on blending. Okay, I'm going to go into a little bit of a darker shade. I'm going to go over to Butt Naked. It's this kind of like muted raspberry color. Tapping off excess, and I'm taking that in with the crease brush. And we're just going to tap that in right in the outer crease. And then gently bring it up. That fluffy brush and just blend, 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 blend. because I'm just not used to seeing so much makeup on my face, but it's okay. All right, back into butt naked. Tap, tap, tap that into the outer corner. This is probably one of my favorite nude eyeshadow palettes ever. This and the original Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette are my absolute all-time favorites because they're just so versatile. There's all kinds of nudes, shimmers. They've even got a black matte in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. And it's the original, the big palette, not the Vault. It's this one. She does have her Vault Quad, which are 4 smaller palettes, but I never bought them, so I don't know what was in them. Alright, so obviously I'm just going to keep on going with the natural fluffy brush and just blend. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Blending and blend and blend and work it. I'm too much right now. Alright, so we are also going to take and this is a trick I have not done in a very long time, but I'm going to go ahead and do it since I put eyeshadow on. I'm going to take my Ulta Cream Eyeshadow and Liner stick in the shade Naked Truth. And this is just like a natural shimmery cream stick that can be used for eyeshadow or eyeliner. And I like to use it in my waterline. See how it makes your eyes pop? Just makes your eyes look more awake. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, darling, let's go ahead and go in with our mascara. And I did buy a full size of the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume. I'm just not going to open it up until I have finished the travel size. But that size, whoops, I'm getting carried away here. I hadn't even curled. But the full size did come with another Marc Jacobs mascara in a travel. And I'm going to use this on my bottom lashes because of the shape of the brush. But we're going to go in. My allergies are killing me today, guys. We're going to go in and curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. About 3 seconds. Yeah, I fell in love with this mascara. It doesn't flake. It holds my lashes in a curled position all day, or for at least 8 to 12 hours so far. I've not kept makeup on my face longer than that, so. But this is a fantastic, if you're looking to splurge on a good mascara, this is a very good one if you're looking for an affordable version. I really do love the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. However, I won't lie to you, it does flake on me occasionally. It's one of those ones that once you've had it for about 3 months, discard it, even if the product is still there, because that's about when it starts to flake for me. But this mascara is very buildable and very, very black and intense. Some mascaras, no matter how black that they say that they are, you really don't get, and that's just on camera. And I'm not a winged liner kind of a girl. It's one of those things that I still need to work on. I don't know how I feel about it on my eyes. Excuse me, I have to. On my nose. Okay. So we're going to let that first layer dry down. We're going to go in and curl the other side. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold. Okay. What's the weather like where you guys are at, by the way? I'm in Ohio, and it went from like 35, freezing and snowing, to super windy and beautiful and sunny, to back down to freezing and we're all gonna just freeze our asses off. And now we're back up to like normal spring weather. I'm super confused. What is this weather? I want to just move away to the Caribbean and raise my son there. No, I mean, I would love to do that. I'll probably retire somewhere like that, but Christian's got to grow up in the real world. Otherwise, I would so do it in a heartbeat. I'm going to convince my sister and her fiance to, like, once the kids are grown and in college, like, let's go run away to somewhere beautiful, even if it's in the United States still. Let's just go retire on the coast of Florida somewhere. Okay, so that is my natural lashes. I don't use serums, I don't use oils, that is just all natural with just this mascara and curling it, the Velvet Noir Major Volume. You can get a sample size for half price, or for $20 I purchased the full size and this little sample of a different kind, which is the, oh, look at me, you guys, Butterfingers. Okay, the Blacquer at Lash'd is what it's called. Blacquer at Lash'd, lifting and volumizing mascara. So, ooh, and I got this sample of perfume, you guys, and I'm super into perfume. The YSL Libre and Dolce & Gabbana The One are my all-time favorites, but I got this Valentino Donna Born in Roma, and it's so beautiful for spring, but it's not super high. It's got still a very low, woody kind of quality to it, and I just love it. It's beautiful. Okay, so what we're going to really do is go in with this other sample on the bottom lashes. This is a perfect, you hear my stomach, I'm so hungry. This is a perfect brush for bottom lashes. So far it's not flaking, it's pretty. It's not extraordinary, but you know, it's pretty. I like the shape of the brush. I'm so sorry that I'm like all up close and personal in the mirror. Like, what am I doing? Help me. I don't want to move or like make any sudden movements or be loud while I'm doing my mascara, but yeah, it's pretty. And I'll bring you guys into the natural light. The lighting in my bathroom is not ideal. I was also going to show you my shirt, which came from Buckle, and it was on sale, but I am in love with it. So, oh yeah, let me put on my lipstick and we'll be done. And obviously, if you've watched any of my recent videos, I'm obsessed with the YSL. It's just a sample. I want to say it's part of this Libre collection, but it's like this shiny rouge, really pretty red. I know I said I would look it up, but I didn't. I just think it looks really good on my skin tone. And, you know, I don't leave it super bright because it'll fade during the day. But, yes, that is it, you guys. I know it was going to be like a quick get ready with me, but I had some new products that I wanted to try out. And I'm going to bring you into the natural light and go ahead and show you my shirt. You can wear it up like this, which I'm not a fan of it like that. I like it down. I do have on a white bra underneath, but what I've been doing is wearing this really beautiful kind of like mustard colored trench coat that goes over it, and it contrasts like the brown in the shirt. So yeah, there's the brows and there's the eyes. So yeah, the jeans are from Buckle too. Okay guys, I love you so much. That was my quick, not so quick get ready with me. Anyway, yes, I had a request to do a, oh, here we go, better lighting. What do you think of the brows? Is it too much? Please leave a comment and let me know. I'm going to do a tutorial very soon on a sleek, slicked back ponytail. It was a request from somebody in a recent video. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you soon.